Most people will work for 40 years, retire with barely enough to survive, and never understand why. And the scariest part? They'll look back and realize the signs were there the whole time. They just didn't know what to look for. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked your bank account and felt calm? Not relieved, not anxious, actually calm. If you had to think about it, this video is for you. Because right now, millions of people are living the same silent loop. Wake up, go to work, pay the bills, scroll through someone else's vacation photos, wonder why their life looks so different from yours, go to sleep, repeat, and somewhere in the back of their mind, a quiet fear that this is just how it is. But here's what nobody tells you. The gap between a person who will struggle financially forever and a person who builds real wealth isn't talent. It isn't luck. It isn't even income. It's a set of invisible behaviors, small shifts in how they think, spend, and move through the world. Behaviors that most people never develop, and behaviors that once you start building them, you should keep quiet about, because not everyone will understand them. These are the 5 signs you're becoming rich. And if you recognize even 2 or 3 of them in yourself, you're already ahead of most people in this country. Sign number 1, you've stopped caring about looking wealthy. This one is counterintuitive, and it's why most people miss it. In your 20s, you want the car, the outfit, the dinner. You want people to see that you're doing okay. That feeling is normal, but it's also expensive. Lifestyle inflation, spending more as you earn more, is the silent killer of wealth. The moment your raise becomes a nicer apartment and a new car payment, you've just given your future self nothing. The person actually building wealth, they let their income grow quietly. They drive the same car a little longer. They don't announce every financial move they make because they've realized something most people never do. Looking rich and becoming rich are almost always opposites. Sign number 2, you feel slightly uncomfortable spending money on things that don't last. Not anxious, not cheap, uncomfortable. There's a difference. When you start building real financial awareness, something shifts in how you see purchases. A $200 dinner starts to feel different than a $200 investment into something that grows. A new phone on a payment plan starts to feel like a quiet trap. This isn't about deprivation. It's about developing an internal filter, a voice that asks, is this building my life or just filling a moment? Most people never develop that voice, and the consumer economy spends billions of dollars making sure you don't. Sign number 3, you're more interested in ownership than experience. There's nothing wrong with experiences, but there's a mental shift that happens when someone starts moving toward real wealth. They start thinking like an owner, not just how do I earn more, but what can I own that earns for me? Stocks, real estate, a business, index funds, even a small side income stream. When your money starts making money, even slowly, even a few dollars a month, something changes in how you see the world. You stop seeing yourself as just a worker. You start seeing yourself as a builder. And that identity shift is worth more than any single investment. Sign number 4, you've made peace with delayed gratification. This one is rare. Almost nobody in our culture is wired for it because everything around us screams instant. Buy now, stream now, eat now, deliver in 2 hours. The entire modern economy is designed to hijack your patience, and it works on most people. But the moment you can sit with discomfort, wait for the better version, skip the impulse purchase and feel okay, you've developed something the market cannot sell you. Discipline is not a personality trait, it's a skill. And every time you choose future you over present you, that skill gets stronger. Sign number 5, you've stopped comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Social media is a financial trap most people walk into every day without realizing. Someone posts their new car, their vacation, their apartment, and a quiet voice inside of you says, why not me? That comparison triggers spending. It triggers bad debt. It triggers the feeling that you're behind, even when you're not. The person becoming rich has quietly stepped back from that race, not because they don't have ambitions, but because they've realized that building real wealth is slow, invisible, and deeply personal. You won't post about it. Nobody will cheer for you in real time. The reward comes years later, quietly, in the form of options. The ability to say no to things that no longer serve you. Now, here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Most people will not do these things, not because they can't, but because nobody teaches them, nobody models them, and the world is designed to pull you in the opposite direction every single day. Imagine being 60 years old, still waiting for a paycheck to clear before you can breathe, still saying, I can't afford to retire yet, still watching your best years get traded for someone else's bottom line. That image should bother you. It should bother you enough to do something about it today, because on the other side of these 5 shifts is a version of your life that most people only ever imagine. You wake up without an alarm, not because you're lazy, because your time belongs to you. Your decisions aren't driven by desperation. They're driven by choice. The anxiety is gone. Not completely, not forever, but the low hum of financial panic, that background noise you've lived with so long you forgot it was there, it's quiet. That version of your life isn't a fantasy. It's just further down the road than most people are willing to walk. The question is, are you willing to walk it?